Hi folks, here we are up in Central South Dakota. Really nice sunshiny day here. We're gonna check out this guy's collection. He's got lots of stuff here, lots of Ford stuff, Mustangs, all kinds of stuff, but we'll start walking here and show you what there is. Some of these are gonna be for sale, and I'll try to tell you which ones those are. And we have his contact info, so if you wanna get a hold of this guy, just let us know and we can get you in touch with him. But we'll start walking, show you what there is. Well, we were up here passing through and we were buying this Dodge cab here. I got a nice wide window 56 Dodge cab and nose right here. This is something we just got and we're gonna part it out. Pretty cool looking truck there. It's the wide window version. Got the fenders and the grill and the hood there. But anyway, we come across this place and we've known this guy for a while and he's got quite a few different vehicles here. Now, not all these are for sale, but some of them are. And he's kind of one of those guys that buys and sells and trades a lot. So he's got this Ford pickup here. It's an F100. And we've got a Studebaker here. He calls this a Chevy killer. It's got a Ford 351 engine, and it moves down the drag track pretty quick. Got a tilt nose on that. Here's a 57 Ford. Four-door there. Now this one's he has a for sale sign on this one here. It's a two-door post. 55 Ford. Now keep in mind we're in dry western South Dakota, so most of the stuff out here is not very rusty. They usually get pretty good bodies, and that's a project car, but a pretty worthy project right there. So that one is for sale. And this is a Mercury here, four-door sedan. Nice solid body on this. You can see what I mean about the rust out this way. They just don't get a lot of rust. Look around the wheel well openings. You know, that's a western climate for you. And that's what a lot of people don't realize the difference, but it's a major difference when you're dealing with body work and stuff, repairing all that rust. So anyway, that's those. We're going to jump in the building here and show you what's out back. There's a bunch of stuff out here. Well, we're out back of his place where there's some more projects and stuff out here. Look at the wonderful view here. Got a little ranchero here. He says this one is for sale. He's got some lower quarters for it. It needs a little rust repair in the quarters, but 289, 3-speed, I believe. Pretty cool little car, really. I think he wants to sell that one, he was saying. So, and I think he said everything in this back row except for the Dodge there and the orange Dodge down at the end there. I think the rest of this he wants to sell. So here's a little Studebaker. Look at the old South Dakota plate there, 1967. That was last on the road. This is another thing you get out west too, is the die cast. That's a pot metal grill. Not all pitted like you'd find back east. That would be all pitted to death back east. And typical Studebakers, they do get a little bubbling there, but kind of a cool car. And this one is the President model. And we got a grabber. It says here a little grabber hood on that one. This one is for sale as well, I believe. A little rust in the quarters, but a pretty cool car. Now the Dodge is not for sale here. This little Comet is for sale, and this is a pretty good solid little car here. Just a little rust in the quarters like they all have, but pretty good looking little Comet right there. And we got another Ford here, two-door post. There's that one. This is the other Dodge. That's somebody else's, I guess, is why those aren't available. Now here's a Studebaker pickup. This one he wants to sell. He said he's got some really nice doors to go on it. So other than the doors, and it's got a little floor rust, it's a pretty solid old pickup. Notice it's got the extra trim here too. TranStar. And the visors. Notice these visors up there are kind of cool. Anyway, that's the Studebaker right there. And it's a short box. Got the original tailgate on it. I noticed this later series like this has a fiberglass nose cone there. They do that towards the end of that series truck to give it a little different look. Now the yellow Ford bed is his dump hauler. I think he said maybe that green bed would be for sale. It's got kind of kinked on the other side, a Ranger bed. Got a couple Ford truck hoods here. Just kind of pan around this stuff. Get over to these other ones. Looks like we got a 41 Ford over here, two-door sedan. I guess this is maybe a parts car for the other one he's got. Look at the 1956 plate on that. It's been off the road a while. And we got a Studebaker here.
My parts car.
I guess he's bellowing over here. These two here are parts cars for the other one, so those probably won't be available. Well, he's got a 49 Ford nose in there. That come off one you'll see in the building here in a minute. There's the back end of another 41 Ford. We're gonna get around the other edge and show you.
That's a cat deal.
Show you what there is.
Oh, okay.
Jump out to the
I was trying to figure that out to me.
other side here.
There's a 71 Torino fastback in there.
71 Torino fastback in there. Kind of hard to see that one though.
Yeah, it's hard to see. I don't really want to part with it either.
Yeah, that's a keeper. And the Chevy you said is a 29? Or
29 Chevy.
walk over and show you that one.
Yard art.
Yarder, yeah. Chevys are full of wood, so they, you know, the older ones anyway, they come apart and they're usually not too much left of them. But he says he's got most of the sheet metal here for it. Check it out real quick. There it is. And that one, notice it's got the long running boards. That's a little, probably a little one-ton. I don't know if it was an Express or what it was, but kind of a cool Chevy truck. This side here has got a later running board. Looks like a 34 or 5 running board. Got some rear fenders there. And here's the cab top. And the doors are underneath this here too. Doors are right in there. So it's got all the sheet metal to put it back together.
That's a 46.
Ford nose.
That's a 48 grill, front end. The other one is
Ford and a Studebaker one, huh?
Studebaker front end, and the other one's 53 Ford.
Is this a 41 or what is this Studebaker?
Yeah, something like that.
Right around there. See the grills on it? They make good gassers and stuff, those Studebakers of that age.
That's a 53.
53 front there.
Those ain't mine.
Those aren't his over there. So
I
those
just bought the Cougar.
Dodge four-wheel drive transmission.
Yeah, it had the big motor in it.
Oh, okay. 440 or something?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and transfer case and all.
That's what it is.
Is that 70s or what is it? You know what
I
year
don't
it is?
know what year
Not
it
sure.
It came out of 73 Dodge pickup,
Oh, 73. Okay.
something like that.
And the Dodge here, you said is somebody else's.
Yeah, that's somebody. I just got a title for that one.
We'll get over here and check these Mustangs out. Well, this one here is a fastback, 1970. Not sure if this is for sale or not. You might have to twist his arm on that one.
Really hard.
Money talks, so you know.
That's a 70.
And this is a 70 coupe and a 71 right on the end.
Yep.
Now the fastback one is a Wyoming car, so it's really quite solid. A little bit on the door bottom there, but you can see the old Wyoming inspection sticker there. I think it's maybe a 3-speed on the floor. And then these are the two coupes here. Need some body repair and stuff, but these are both for sale. I think he says a lot of these cars are between $2,000 and $5,000, depends what one you're dealing with, but like I say, if you get a hold of us, look at the old Harding's Toyota and Ford dealer tag on there. This one even had a bumper hitch on it. They towed a trailer with it. But if you message us on here, we can get you in touch with them. And I believe this Dodge here is for sale. He said it's got a Ford Y-block in it and a Chevy rear end, so it's kind of a Frankenstein. But it's a nice solid cab, and it's got a hydraulic dump bed on it. I think that one's around 27,800 somewhere in there. Good solid sheet metal on it. It was a 6-cylinder, but now it's got a Y-block Ford. This is a Studebaker that he's gonna hot rod this one, so this one is not for sale, but he's gonna use a different bed because he's making a short box. So I'm gonna try getting this bed from him for myself. But these beds, they really don't look like they match the cab because that's actually a Dodge bed. And after Dodge stopped doing them, Studebaker bought the stamps to make that bed. So it's a Dodge bed, but it says Studebaker on the tailgate, and it's on a Studebaker truck. But that's why they look kind of funky on there. They really don't fit very well. So we're gonna come up and unbolt that one here before too long. Well, he's got a Pontiac here. Looks like a Ford truck hood back in there too. 59 or 60 F100 hood, I guess. There's a Pontiac right there. Got the factory visor on it. I think this one is for sale. It's even got the traffic light finder up on the dash there. See the factory GM visor. That's a really solid car. Just a little bit of rust on the bottom edges. And we got another 41 Ford two-door there. And here we have another Ford two-door. Now one of these, he said it had a later motor. I think it was this one. Somebody started hot rodding it. We've got a different motor in it. Well, he's got quite a few in his shed here too. We'll take a quick walk through these. We'll let the camera adjust here. Got another Mustang here. I'm not sure. He's sold off a few of these Mustangs. He had a real pile of them here, but I'm not sure which ones are for sale and which ones aren't at this point. But you know, if you're serious, and I don't mean people just tire kickers, but if you seriously want to buy something, you can get a hold of us. There's a Mercury Cougar, and there's a Ford Thunderbird over in the back side there. There's another Mustang here. And some of these are up and running and driving. They're just a little dusty from sitting around. Some aren't. Some are just projects. Here's another Thunderbird here. All kinds of parts and pieces on the walls here. Had a guy looking for one of these the other day. Bumper guard. That's an interesting garnish molding there. I don't recognize that with that ashtray slot in it. Anyway, we'll jump over the other side here. There's the Mustang. That looks like it's a runner right there. That Mustang, I think, is one that runs and drives, I'm guessing. Here's a Hemi engine right there. This guy likes hot rodding stuff, so he's got all kinds of cool stuff he's been hot rodding. And this one, he said he's had it since 1961, and it's a true late 50s, early 60s custom. It's a 54 Mercury, but all customized and lowered in the front. Old school done. That will not be for sale. That's his car he's had a long time. This one I think will be for sale. It's a coupe, and I think it was a 49, and they put a 51 nose on it. But I believe he said it's got a 351 engine in that. Good solid body. We can't really get a good view of that from here, but it's a good solid body right there. And we've got a 55 Chevy here. This one's a two-door post. Looks like a good solid project right there. There's that one. And we'll jump over this way here. Probably gonna take a minute for the camera to adjust. There's a 57 Ford here. I think he said he's got a hardtop and a two-door post. Not sure how well it's gonna come out in the real dark back there, but there is another 57 back there. And we got a nice looking little Ford pickup here, F100. This is a short box. I think he said a 292 in it. And it's dusty and stuff, but he's redone the interior, had it painted at one point. The tailgate is not painted. He's got a tailgate to go with it, but it's not on it. He's got a little bit cleaner wheels to go with it. And that one is for sale, 12 grand, I believe he said. Pretty good inside though. Like I say, I don't know how the picture or the video will come out with this dark in here, but seats all done, door panels, good looking little pickup there. And we got a 56 Victoria there. And this one here is a 55, and this is a Crown Vic here. So, like I say, it's probably really dark in here and isn't gonna come out very well in the video. But that's a good solid project, no motor in it. and I think he wants somewhere in the $8,000 range for that. The little Dodge here he does not want to sell. That's one that he's running and driving. Got a little Farmall Cub here. He's trying to get a mower on that one. So I don't know if that's for sale or not. Maybe. Not really sure. But anyway, that's what's in this building. We'll jump over to the next spot. Now we're
That baby, my school car.
That's his school
No,
car
not
right there.
for sale.
No, I know it's not for sale. I'll just show him.
That's
This
my-
one here is for sale.
Right.
This one's a Mustang. Got a small block in there, coupe.
Yeah, V8 coupe.
And this one's gonna be power steering, gonna be around 15 grand. Pretty nice looking little car. Get it back here a little bit, you can see it. Good looking
It's
little
a
Mustang.
clone.
Yeah,
Now, I got it wrong. With the 302, it's 350,
yeah.
and I put a 500 on it. If it had 390 on it, it'd be 500.
Oh, okay.
The Cleveland's.
Yeah.
I did that myself.
Those aren't for sale, but there's a Plymouth and a Studebaker. This one here is for sale right next to us. This is a Ford Thunderbird with low mileage, like 40-something thousand miles. And the price on that is what?
About 35,000.
35,000. Nice looking Thunderbird, though you won't find very many like that in that kind of condition. And a Western car, so they're not all rusted out either. And what did you say about this blue one? This is not for sale, but that is
No,
a
it's a Cobra.
Cobra,
4-speed.
4-speed car. Another Mustang back in there. Yeah,
Those you can't find anymore.
yeah, yeah. Maybe you
That's
could
a
twist his arm on that one, who knows?
Huh?
Maybe somebody could twist your arm on that one.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's a 64 4-speed positive, 4-speed 4-barrel 289.
Yeah, that looks solid.
It is,
Nice solid body on that.
and it's got the power top.
Oh, cool. Yeah, power top in that one.
That'd be worth money.
Yeah,
And it's got we got leg pipes on it.
lake pipes on there too, huh?
Yeah, that's back in the days when they had leg pipes.
Yeah,
You remember that?
I do, yeah. Not personally, but I know that they had them. And this is the wife's car right here. We'll skip out here one more time and just glance by these. So anyway, if you are into these old things and old cars and stuff, please subscribe, give us thumbs up, give us good comments. All those things are appreciated.
Hey, you ain't done.
Oh, we got another one.
You ain't done.
What's he got over here? Oh, he's got some up in the garage here. We'll show you them. So anyway, we'll show you these, and like I say, please subscribe and stuff if you haven't already. And we'll catch up with you inside the shed here, finish it up. Well, I ended up buying a couple things from him here. Come 38.9 Ford truck hood sides and a Chevy grill, because he was saying don't need any Chevy parts around here. He's mostly into Fords. Anyway, the Mercury on the end here was, I believe he said about 3 grand or 3,500 somewhere in there, and 5 grand on that Ford, just so you got some prices on them.
And that's a rally convertible.
Yep, that's a nice convertible there. 289,
Yeah,
good solid car right there. And this one's a 34 Dodge or
$33.
33 Dodge, okay. This one he's driven all over the country, and just a cool car. He's got it all running and stuff. This was an old race car. Was it a race car?
track.
Dirt track, okay. So he's got that one all up and going. They've driven it all over the place, had some fun with
The
it.
guy gave me the grill. The guy gave me the grill, so
Yeah. And a nice little Mustang there.
yeah. You know what those are?
What's that?
Huh?
What? Oh, up on the wall. Yeah, the flipper hubcaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool, huh?
You know what they are?
They
56 Oldsmobile.
Oldsmobile, yeah, with the little planet on there. Pretty cool.
And those are the original ones. They ain't aftermarket.
Yeah, yeah, those are nice.
We
So
just
anyway.
bought that.
We'll finish it up there. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll catch you on the next round. Thanks for watching.